Hello there, YouTube. Welcome to like 8:15 on Tuesday, the 29th, somewhere around there. 28th. Heck, I don't remember. You sure like your snow, huh? So we had some freezing rain last night, and it kind of packed the snow down, covered everything back up, our footprints for the, like on the sidewalk and stuff. But it's only 25 degrees, but it made the snow go, packed it down. I could hear it pounding on the roof. It sounded like little glass shards hitting the roof out there. What do you think, Lee? There he goes. I think this is great. It could snow every day. Yeah, it's got this weird little mist, not snowflake thing. Everything it's hitting is just putting a sheen on it. Not enough, you can't walk through it. They're just like not a single automobile moving out here. It is just stone silent. It's almost like it's a rain. I can't imagine it being rain at 25 degrees. It's funny, we've gotten used to it. And this just feels absolutely normal. Mom is in there doing horsey stuff. Kai, you know, wallering in the mud again, huh? Oh, that's scary. He goes, I was concentrating on my chow. This is what it looks like from Sasha and Annie's world. Who are you going to beat with the stick?
Water.
Oh, going to break the water?
Yeah.
That's how the dent in the snow gets up there. It's you pouring the bucket over. Absolutely love this stone silence. Oh yeah, just a layer of ice on everything. And the ever popular bird feeding station over there. Kylee and I are coming back, and there's little birds on the up on the patio here pecking at the ground, trying to get little granules and stuff. They're going, we need our breakfast. Everybody gets their breakfast in the morning. The snow says they've decided to return. Abby, Madison. Well, it's about 2:45 out here. It's made it to 33 degrees. You wouldn't think 1 degree over freezing and things would start melting, but it is. It's falling out of the trees and everything. Sasha's out there doing a little potty run. There's Abby out there roaming like she always is. You can see it's all stuck in them trees back there in the background. It's got this light, kind of a freezing rain mist to it. There's a big wreck up on that rest area hill. They call it the Tootle River Rest Area, I think it is. This morning, yeah, nasty out there still. But as you can tell, there's very few cars going by, and they seem to be going slow still. What's the deal? Roadie Road King, you didn't fix yourself out here? You're literally right where I left you last night. The only thing I did after I talked to you guys was push the 12-volt pin that's going to go to the battery. Plug that in and put the lock cap back in. Everything's still sitting here. So what I'm going to need to do first is undo the stuff in the headlight. And I think I'm going to have to use, which will make sense for anybody that looked in here. I think I'm going to have to use the throttle side coupler. It's the couplers are the same, but the throttle colored wires to run back, because I use that one, for that, I'm totally missing one of the wires, and I've looked everywhere. I can't find it. I have no idea what I'd have done with it. But the one, you know, that has the, where it goes in the fuse box on the older Harleys, that's the one, and I cut that for that right there. And then there's the other one that's the regular jumper. I never use that jumper anywhere. So it's here somewhere. I hate when I can't find something. So anyway, I'm going to use this to run back into the caddy here. And then I'll see how much wire I'm going to need. Because this is basically, because that caddy ends right back here. So I want this like I did with Flirty, where the only thing sticking out, well, this has got to come out because it's got to go through. But just have one big coupler sticking out. And then these two will set down because you need to have those accessible. I don't know what I'll ever plug into them, probably absolutely nothing, but you know, I don't want to have to take the tank off and take the bike apart if I want to get in there. I'll probably route these a little different way than that, but just giving you the idea. But anyway, I'll see how much length I have here. And what I was thinking of doing is taking this jumper, turn light on here, taking this jumper, which I can go ahead and unplug now. Where's the unplugger? Is that it right there? Yeah. It's taking this jumper that I built. I don't know if I can do this one-handed. Hold on. Taking this jumper, which is already cut to length, going to the ground and the keyed hot up here, and that's what I'm going to solder into this. So it'll just be that'll make this more permanent. So I'll have a coupler going into a coupler, going into a coupler. So if you ever didn't want the heated grips, it's really easy to take everything out. You know, if you trade, them grips aren't cheap. They're worth it, but they're not cheap. And I'll need to solder that in using my cool little kit here. My little Amazon special that worked so good. So we'll have to rig that up too. Just set that aside for the moment. All right, let's dive in. Some good old 91% isopropyl alcohol, some liquid tape. Clean off your connections if you use dielectric grease, and just dab them little pinholes that those things put in. They're super, super sharp. I can show you right quick. I mean, really sharp. If you can see that. So it's just a little tiny hole, but you don't need any hole, any kind of hole in your wire. And the insulation of your wire, it can actually corrode the wire. But the problem at hand here is this is about where the accessory harness is going to be. So she's going to make it to here. Here's the little jumper I took out. Do you see a slight problem? So I found this is, you know, one of those fuse block ones. This is from, actually that belongs to the kit that's on this bike. This is the kit I originally put on my 2015 Street Glide Special. So I have, you know, the wires in here. So I really hate doing this, but I'm going to have to create two. I'm going to have to do the little soldering joints both here and here, because I want it to ultimately end up being, you know, a coupler. So this is actually plugged into the grips. So, man, I hate having to add a section of wire, or, you know, you don't want any more soldering joints than you have to. But you can see, you know, even you can see spots where Harley has done it as well. So, and those things are so secure. But, you know, I got splice and use all the connectors, and I'm like, garbage. Anyway, it'll all be underneath there, tucked nice and in a nice, quiet little private area. No one but you and I will ever know. But it ain't going to be no tapped in, no wire thing like those connectors. So it'll be nice and secure when it's done. And those, wherever I put that little kit, those things work fantastic. It solders and seals it all in one shot. Them things work so good. Look how well it seals them and everything. That's just wonderful. But you need a hot gun because you need to get in, heat it quick, and get out before you start melting other stuff. They work really well. So there she is. There's a splice right there. That's from my little jumper that I had up there. And I have that rodent-resistant tape, electrical tape. And this is the additional jumper I made. I didn't have enough sheathing to go all the way, but it's close enough. And here's that 12-volt hot. It's a constant hot if I ever need that. And it's just right under the tape. Everything's all, the connections are sealed with those things, so they're soldered, and then it seals when it sweats inside there and seals it. It's like a dielectric grease that's built into it as well. Absolutely watertight. I mean, you're worried about those, but these are open connectors, you know. So anyway, that will never be a problem. So now I have the length to reach up, if you can see it sticking up there, and reach my grip jumper. So it'll go from, this will power it. These are accessory stuff. The 12 volts hot, that's connected to the battery already. So this will all go up in, run through like I had it earlier I was showing you. And she'll have heated grips in a proper way, the way the factory meant it to be. That's how I like them, to look factory. I don't want anybody to guess anything, as you guys know. All right, so let's get this bike back together. It's all wired up. My liquid electrical tape is all dried up and rubbery. The harness is all running through like it should. Why does that look? Oh, because that's not even... It feels like it's got a tight spot there. What's going on? Oh, it's just how I got it looped. It's not tight. It was just laying there. The two accessory ports, that's the Molex, that's the Deutsch. They're running through. There's my connector running through up to the grips. So everything is kind of like a factory connection now. Just gotta make sure you don't have any sneakers out there. I don't want anything to get rubbed in between that caddy lid and the caddy base and wear through something. But nothing seems to be popping out. Just one of those things you just got to be careful of as you're going back. But that's it. All the fuses and everything, that's the connector for the tank. Everything's all back in. I put the headlight in, the gas tank, and covers and seat and stuff like that. That's it. I'm done. There we are. I was wondering where that was. It's orange. You can't lose this thing. Ah, dang. That'll make me feel a lot better knowing that it's done in an official way and not hacked in there. That's the way you're supposed to do them. Well, I hope you guys enjoy the second day of me goofing around with this thing. Good old Road King. All right, let me snap it together. I'll pop in and just say a quick, hey, it's all done. There she is, all back together. All she needs now is a good old bath. And yes, the heated grips do work. You got to check that when you're done. What do you think there, old Roadie Road King? She says it's way too cold to go out there for a ride. Them lights give the white in that thing the weirdest white balance. It's very strange. It's not that kind of, I don't know what that is, kind of a purple hue in there. I don't know what's going on with that. I can actually make it right, but it weirds everything else out in the shop. Ah, that looks normal there. All right, I'm going to bounce. Say a quick little goodbye with the woman, and that'll be the end of the day. It was snowing out there. She was in here for a little bit. Snowing again. No rides anytime soon. Well, hello there, YouTube. Look at Mama all in their little festive hat. That's a hat Ryan and Kylee got?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice and warm.
It's from the kids.
My head warm.
She come in there, I didn't know what the heck. I said, look at you. Getting all in the snow bunny looking thing going on there.
On knuckles.
Yeah. That's nice to get the old Harley and the heated grips done the proper way. A lot of work to undo what I did, and because of that I ended up wire shortages. And well, there's that one jumper, I have no idea what happened to it. It's, you know, I'll find it now.
Oh yeah.
I'll be looking for something else, go, oh my god dang.
Yep.
So
it's always the way.
It takes me forever doing the splicing like I did, because I'm way too OCD over it or whatever.
Yeah, very OCD.
But
anyway,
she's done right.
Good.
So Northwest Harleys looks like they're closed for the rest of until next week. Next Tuesday, yeah. They're closed on Mondays anyway. Our work is still open, and there's obviously nothing going on. There's like no emails. There's like internal emails about different things. Ain't nobody going to that store.
No, I don't think anybody's moving anywhere.
Yeah. Of course, I don't know what it's like down in Vancouver. It could be nice and dry there, but...
Yeah. Up north, it must be.
It's
definitely.
Yeah, it's bad. Wrecks everywhere, so I think they're doing the safe thing. Keep the customers safe and their employees safe.
That's way cool.
But anyway, on that, we're going to bounce.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Wednesday or Thursday.
Heck yeah. All right.
All right.
So we got the Harley done. Now what are we going to do?
But next project.
Yeah, we'll come up with something.
Oh, yeah.
We always do.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for hanging around today.
Yes.
We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye now. The snow, by the way, is coming down my back. It's like a freezing rain thing.
I know it.
It's going the wrong direction. All right.